Alright guys, hello back. And again we have the English 5 pre-intermediate, it's grammar part, it's first unit part B, present simple, adverbs and expressions of frequency. Okay, first let's talk about adverbs of frequency. What are they? Okay, adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. Now, they show how many times an action is repeated in a particular time. میگه اینها نشان میدهد که یک عمل چند بار تکرار شده در یک وقت معین. Okay, for example, یعنی یک عمل چند بار تکرار میشه. For example, she always comes on time. او همیشه با وقت میآید. Okay, so our particular time, let's take particular time. وقت معین بطور مثال. It's just an example. Particular time, let's take it 30 days. 30 روز میگیریم. یعنی تمامشون رو باز تقسیم میکنیم به 30 روز. Okay, for example, first we have always. Always به این معنی که یک عمل 100% چی شود؟ تکرار شود. یعنی در 30 روز که ما مثال گرفتیم در 30 روز مکمل تکرار شود. For example, you say I always get up at 8:30. ما همیشه 8:30 بیدار میشم. That means in 30 days, all 30 days you get up what? Yes, at 3:30. He always goes to work at 7 o'clock. At what? 7 o'clock. Yes. He always goes to work at 7 o'clock. Means whenever he goes to work at 7 o'clock. Okay. Next one we have often. And there we say aksara. Okay. Often. So this can be 90%. How much? 90%. No, let's talk about usually first. Usually is more than often. Usually 90%. 90% کار میشه. Okay. So if you take particular time در وقت معین ما فعلا چند است؟ بله 30 روز. So the particular time is 30 days. Let's see 90% of 30. What is it? Maybe about 25. 25 days you do this. Okay. You do this for 25 days. You say I usually cook dinner. من معمولا غذای شب پخته میکنم. That means 25 days you do cook what? Dinner. She usually speaks English at her office. او معمولا در دفترش انگلیسی صحبت میکنه. Now look at this one guys. That means this action, speaking English, is repeated 25 days in a month. Whenever she goes to work, what does she do? She usually speaks English. Maybe about 10% she doesn't speak English. Okay. Next one is often, or also you can say often. So this is about 70%. Okay. Means from 30 days you do this 70%. 30 days, 70%. It's like 22 or 23 days. Okay. 23 days. Yeah. For 23 days, what do you do? What she does, she speaks English. Maybe we say I often walk to work. ما معمولا قدم میزنم. یعنی قدم زدن میرم با وظیفه. Sadia often plays computer game. Sadia معمولا گیم های کامپیوتر بازی میکنن. That's it. Next one we have sometimes. What is it? Sometimes. Sometimes is 50%. Means 15 days. You do something for what? 15 days. You say I sometimes eat in restaurants. ما بعض اوقات در رستوران غذا میخورم. Restaurants. I sometimes eat in restaurants. They sometimes they sometimes come to dinner. اونا بعض اوقات به غذای شب میاین. Okay? They sometimes come to dinner. Alright? So next one, let's talk about next one is hardly ever. Hardly ever چی معنی؟ بسیار کم و ندرت. Okay? Like we can say 5 to 10% you do this. Okay? For example, you say I hardly ever speak Spanish at home. من بسیار کم اسپانیایی در خانه دف میزنم. Okay? She hardly ever goes with her friends. او بسیار کم با دوستایش میرود بیرون. Okay? Next one is never. Never, it's 0%, means you never do that. Okay? It's 0%. For example, you say I never tell a lie. ما هیچگاه دروغ نمیگم. It's something. She never comes on time. او هیچ وقت نمیآید. So هیچگاه هیچ وقت. Now look at this one, guys. Note. Sometimes and usually can be used in 3 different positions. In 3 different positions in a sentence. میگه sometimes و usually در 3 جای متفاوت میتونه استفاده شود در جمله. First, they can be used in the beginning. In the beginning of a sentence. در شروع یک جمله. For example, sometimes I walk to work. بعض اوقات ما چی میکنم؟ بله با وظیفه قدم زدم میرم. Usually I walk to work. Here. So we use this one where at the beginning. در شروع جمله استفاده میکنین یکی. And usually also you can use at the beginning. Next one. Before main verb. قبل از فعل اصلی. For example, you say I sometimes walk to work. It's okay. I usually walk to school. So where did I use this? در کجا استفاده کردم؟ Look, this is our verb, main verb. فعل اصلی ماست قبل از فعل اصلی. Okay? Sometimes. And yeah. Next, third position. جای سومش. At the end of a sentence. در آخر یک جمله. For example, I walk to work sometimes. Yes, I walk to work usually. That's it. You can use it at the end of a sentence, and the beginning of a sentence, and before main verb, after subject. Remember one thing. Only sometimes and usually have this positioning. All others are used where? Before main verb. دیگرها تمامشان قبل از فعل اصلی استفاده میشن. اینه فعل اصلی قبل از او. فعل اصلی that's it. Okay? Now yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much.